And this is our final project. This is our project, the Gravitational Unidirectional Filtration Flow System, also known as GUFS. So this is the first phase where students wash their hands at this area, and we use this water, the grey water, the dirty water, and we use that water to recycle to use for other purposes. Okay, so here when the grey water is collected from the sinks, it passes through this pipe, and we have the option of sending it either down this pipe to the back where it can be repurposed, or down this way where it can be sent back to the sewer. Right now, this valve is on, which sends the water down this pipe and down to the back where it is repurposed.
For the third phase in our project, the water from the settling tanks flows straight into the filtration system where it is cleaned and some bacteria is removed. First is a barrier of mesh blocking all large particles from the grey water. Then is a cutting to remove any excess large particles. After there's sharp sand and gravel is to also remove it, but the charcoal is to purify the water. Then it goes back to the same process of the sharp sand and the gravel, including of the cotton wool and the mesh, and it goes straight into the septic tank.
Well, this is the fourth phase of our project, and the filtered water runs through this pipe and there's this storage tank, which also runs through this line and enters this tank from the bottom. And well, this is a water level indicator used to indicate the water level. These two tanks will always remain at the same level.
For the fifth stage of our project, the water needs to be pumped. We use the solar panel that we have installed to pump the energy. The energy would be used to charge the battery, which will be changed from DC current to AC current using the inverter. The AC current will then be used to power the pump.
The water that is being pumped passes through this pipe to irrigate the ornamental gardens. This is possible because the PVC pipe have little holes in it, which allows the water to flow out to irrigate the gardens.
And for the final phase of our project, some of the water is pumped up to this tank up there, where it can be used to flush toilets.
What gave you the idea of building the GUFS?
We wanted to use as much renewable energy and recycle more stuff, so we decided to use the gravitational flow, which then gave us the idea of this whole system where we'll use the solar power and charge controller and this.
Okay. The implementation in your project, how much water were you able to recycle on a daily basis?
We'll be able to recycle at least 700 gallons a week.
How do you all intend to continue this project in your school?
We have a group club where we would tell them about the project and they would help us carry it on.
What skills have you all learned while doing this project?
We learned how to apply our school subjects with everyday life, like physics. We learned that. More problem solving skills, electrical, more about the solar panels, renewable energy, how to recycle.
What are some of the environmental benefits of your project?
Almost all the materials and were recycled, like those, the fencing was bulletproof of the school that was just in the back. The box that contains the switches and the charge controller was the water hose box. We recycled that. The solar panel, instead of using normal DC current, we saved more with that.
So with the plants that you all have, the ornamental plants, you all plan to use recycled water for that as well?
Yes, yeah. Some of the water that goes back to the washrooms, sections of to the ornamental gardens.
Alright guys, so tell me something, how does this final project that you have differ from what you originally proposed?
In the original project, we had just the system we purchased all the surrounding fencing and all this stuff. But when we went further down, we realized that we could take out some things and put in better ways, like to recycle other stuff and to use the solar energy instead of the DC energy, to use the recycled materials, to add in the ornamental garden, and yeah.
Doing research and all these different things. What sort of water conservation tips would you leave for Trinidad and Tobago?
Don't waste water, because the amount of money that goes into to save the water. To provide a good system, you need a lot of money, so don't waste water. Recycle and conserve.